This is Join the Crowd Radio.
What's good,
JoinTheCrowd.com.
everybody? It's your boy Monty Mated of MontyMated.com. JoinTheCrowd.com. Playlist of Life. This is Join the Crowd Radio, episode 11. This one is called Love. You know, from the Love playlist on Spotify. And Love stands for Living Out Various Emotions. And before we get into the details of this playlist, the songs, the track listings, the cover art, the artists, I'm going to give you the little breakdown of how this playlist came together. On March 23rd, 2018, we dropped our very first playlist called Hate. That means Here as Time Evolves via Tidal, and it streamed really well. So it's only right we came back with our 11th playlist via Spotify and give you the opposite of that, Love, Living Out Various Emotions. 30 songs that incorporate the word love in the title, featuring various hip-hop, R&B, and soul music artists, all curated by me. Let your ears and your emotions take this journey with us once again. So went from Hate from the very first playlist, 10 playlists later, now we're giving y'all Love, L-O-V-E, Living Out Various Emotions. Now the first song on this playlist is going to be Crazy in Love by Beyonce. It features Jay-Z. It was produced by Beyonce and Rich Harrison. Release date on this is May 18th, 2003. And it was the first song off her Dangerously in Love album that came out in 2003. Crazy in Love is the ridiculously successful lead single from Beyonce's first solo album, Dangerously in Love. This was the second collaborative effort between Jay-Z and Beyonce, who were dating at the time, now happily married. The hook is sampled from Are You My Woman, Tell Me So by Chicago group Shy Lights. Next song on this playlist is going to be Akon, I Wanna Fuck You, aka I Wanna Love You. It was featured with Snoop Dogg, and it was produced by Akon himself. The release date on this is September 14th, 2006, and it was number 4 off of his Convicted album that came out in 2006. Next song on this playlist is going to be Usher's DJ Got Us Falling in Love, featuring Pitbull. The release date on this was July 13th, 2010, and it was produced by Shell Dak and Max Martin. This was number 18 off his Raymond vs. Raymond album that came out in 2010. This song was the first single from Usher's EP Versus. As a single, it reached number 5 on the Billboard's Hot 100, which did not quite measure up to his number 1 hit OMG that he did with will.i.am earlier that year and was featured on his Raymond vs. Raymond album. For Pitbull, it continued a strong year as a featured artist after his performance on Enrique Iglesias' hit I Like It from earlier that year. The lyrics are pretty forward about the club scene as a place to unwind and let loose. Usher asks a girl if he's seen her before either as a tired pickup line or from a genuine sense of deja vu. Pitbull chimes in with a mix of braggadocio and sexual innuendo. There are, in fact, 2 versions of the song, one in which Pitbull's rap contains a lot more Spanish. Perhaps it intended for a Hispanic audience. This, however, is the version featured in the official video. Next song on this playlist is going to be Kanye West with Love Lockdown. It was produced by Jeff Basket and Kanye West. It was released September 18th, 2008, and it was number 5 off his 808s and Heartbreaks album. The 5th song in the groundbreaking album and its lead single, a song that was drastic change in Kanye's music. It was a sneak peek into Kanye's influential album. It debuted in 2008 MTV Video Music Awards. In an NPR interview with Franny Kelly and Ali Shaheed Muhammad, Saul Williams revealed that he had helped write the song. The song contains the main production elements present in all 808s and Heartbreak songs, auto-tune singing, electric pop influence, and the use of the Roland TR 808 drum machine. That's a legendary machine in hip-hop music, like super legendary. The song reached number 2 position in the Billboard Hot 100 and has sold over 3 million copies, so it's one of Kanye's best-selling singles. Next song on this playlist is going to be My Love by Justin Timberlake, featuring T.I., released September 8, 2006, produced by Danger, Justin Timberlake, and Timbaland, and it was number 4 off of his Future Sex Love Sounds album that came out in 2006. Serving as his second single from his Future Sex Love Sounds album, and in collaboration with Timbaland and T.I., Justin Timberlake released My Love on October 24, 2006. Here he took a musical approach to express his love for his partner, the way he sees a bright future with her by spending the most romantic moments together, and claimed that she is irreplaceable. According to Timberlake, this R&B track took 2 hours to imagine and execute, along with critics slightly relating it to his 2002 hit single, Cry Me a River. Next song on this playlist is going to be Lovers and Friends by Lil Jon. It features Usher and Ludacris. It was released on November 9, 2004, and it was produced by Lil Jon as well. And it was number 12 off his Crunk Juice album that came out in 2004 with Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Next song on this playlist is going to be Who Do You Love by YG. It features Drake. It was released on March 18, 2014, and it was produced by Mustard, DJ Mustard. And it was number 10 off of his Crazy Life album that came out in 2014. Who Do You Love is a song by American hip-hop recording artist YG from his debut studio album, My Crazy Life. It was released on February 20th, 2014 as the third single from the album. The song, produced by frequent collaborator DJ Mustard, features a guest appearance from Canadian rapper Drake. The song has since peaked at number 54 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. YG has stated that the inspiration of the song came from a Lil Boosie song of the same name. The song was originally intended as the first single off of his My Crazy Life album, but YG chose to go against the label due to him preferring to not rely on Drake for success. The song initially leaked New York Eve's 2013 after fan impersonating the DJ tricked YG into emailing him the song. Wow, that's crazy. There was a line on there that I think Rapping for Tay used, and Drake used it, but didn't get the clearance to use it, so he had to end up paying him some bread or something like that. But it all got worked out. Hoodie Gang, what's up? Yes, this is episode 11. Love. Next song on this playlist is going to be Lil Wayne, Love Me. It featured Future and Drake. It was released January 18, 2013, and it was produced by Plus and Mike Will Made It. And it was number 11 off of his I'm Not a Human Being 2 album that came out in 2013. On Love Me, Weezy, Drake, and Future talk about their women and how they care about nothing but them, as long as they love them back. It was released as the second single from Wayne's 10th studio album, I Am Not a Human Being 2. The song was a success, peaking at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, notably becoming Future's first and only top 10 single until he released Masked Off in February 2017, which peaked at number 5. The official music video premiered on February 14th, Valentine's Day, and on MTV James, that was in 2013, and in an interview with MTV News a day prior, Wayne talked about the concept of the music video. The concept of the video is really just to create an awesome scenery, a scenery that every man, anyone, want to be in. I appreciate Drake and Future for doing this because I'm quite sure they're hella busy like I am, but I ain't never too busy to get in bed with 3 women with water everywhere. That was actually a dope scene in the video. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love in This Club by Usher, featuring Jeezy. It was released February 22nd, 2008, and it was produced by Polo the Don. And it was actually number 2 off his Here I Stand album that came out in 2008. While pop or R&B have been known to have complex concepts with their lyrics, even Usher admits that this song is about one of the most common things to understand in life. It's about fucking, having sex. I would definitely say that I've had a moment or two in the stall. Wow. Okay, Usher. Freak ball. Next song on this playlist is going to be Mario, Let Me Love You. I really like this song a lot. It was produced by Scott Storch. It was released November 16, 2004. And it was number 2 off his Turning Point album that came out in 2004. Following the success of his debut album, the 18-year-old Mario returned with an even bigger bang in 2004 with his chart-topping single, Let Me Love You. From his second album, Turning Point, the song was written by a young talented songwriter named Shafir Smith, who went on to have quite a successful solo career of his own, known as Neo. Let Me Love You topped the Billboard charts for 9 consecutive weeks and was ranked 8th on Billboard magazine's End of the Decade Hot 100 Songs list. Let Me Love You was also the pinnacle of Mario's career to date, as he has yet to release a single that has achieved or surpassed his success. Wow, that's powerful. Next song on this playlist is going to be How to Love by Lil Wayne. It was produced by Drum Up in Detail, and it was released May 31st, 2011. And it was number 12 off his Carter 4 album that came out in 2011. The Carter 4's third single, in line with his previous efforts, this acoustic track is a genre bend for the rap king. Once again, he is laminating a lost love, but in stark contrast to its mirror image, How to Hate. This track is sweet and nurturing. Apparently, it only takes 5 tracks for Weezy to have a change of heart. That was kind of cute. The way he just wrote that. I mean, from the women that I've seen on TV and in pop culture that Lil Wayne has been involved with, maybe he is a lover and not a fighter, I guess. I don't know if you see that. Oddly enough, he's been with some known women, some unknown women. He's made some women known. So whatever's clever for the homie. Next song on this playlist is going to be No Love Remix. That's August Alsina song. It features Nicki Minaj. It was released July 21st, 2014. And it was produced by The Exclusives and Drummer Boy. And the remix was number 20 off his Testimony album. The No Love remix sees Nicki Minaj join August Alsina for a female's perspective, which effectively provides with the coy yet boastful verse. The remix was also nominated for the BET Award for the Best Collaboration in 2015. This is all about love, y'all. Living out various emotions, We gave y'all Hate as the very first playlist. 10 playlists later. This is love. Playlist of Life. Spotify. Join Crowd Radio. Hoodie Gang, what's up? Your boy Monty made it. I know how this goes. Next song on this playlist is going to be Sexy Love by Ne-Yo. It was released June 26, 2006, and it was produced by Stargate. And Sexy Love was number 10 off of Ne-Yo's In My Own Words album that came out in 2006. One of his biggest hits, Ne-Yo released this song back in 2006, peaking at 7 on Billboard. Overall, this song is about and for a girl that he just can't stay away from and truly loves. Aww. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love Faces by Trey Songz. It was released January 11, 2001. It was produced by Troy Taylor and Edric Miles. And it was number 2 off his Passion, Pain, and Pleasure album that came out in 2010. On Love Faces, Trey briefly talks about making facial expressions during sexual intercourse. Making love faces. Next song on this playlist is going to be Eminem's No Love. That features Lil Wayne. It was released June 18, 2010. And it was produced by Just Blaze. This was actually number 9 off of Eminem's Recovery album that came out in 2010. That's when M got off the drugs, refocused his life, refocused his career, and dropped the Recovery album. A lot of people wasn't feeling the album, but definitely was still a chart topper. The main theme of the third single off of Recovery remains a point of controversy. While many believe it to be the personification of hip-hop, others believe it's an extended version of the alleged subtle Lil Wayne diss on Not Afraid. However, it's worth mentioning no tangible evidence has been provided to support this theory, and the fan base is far from being unanimous about it. All in all, the song is a wake-up call to the rap industry, with Eminem himself expressing his thoughts about his stagnancy during his hiatus following Encore. The beat by mega super producer Just Blaze samples Hathaway's 90s pop techno hit What Is Love. You might remember it as the theme song from A Night at the Roxbury. Eminem and Lil Wayne were previously featured on Drake's 2009 single Forever Together. And Eminem, the year before, also featured on Wayne's single Drop the World. That's dope. Next song on this playlist is going to be Find Your Love by Drake. It was produced by Kanye West, Jeff Baxter, and No ID, the legendary No ID. And it was released May 5th, 2010. And it was number 13 off Thank Me Later project. Find Your Love is the second single from Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later. This Kanye West produced track finds the rapper singing about what he describes as one of my worst character traits. Apparently, the 24-year-old has the worst luck picking the right woman. Damn, he's 24 when it's dropped. Okay. He said, I look for love in the wrong people. It just always seems like the women I find are poison for me. I love women that can just walk into a room and stop the whole area. And I think that those initial qualities always end up getting me hurt, which is a crazy thing for a guy to say. This is the classic Jada response to being single. I've been effed up so many times and I'm done with it. It's my time now. Wow. Next song on this playlist is going to be We Found Love by Rihanna, featuring Calvin Harris, produced by Calvin Harris, and it was released September 22nd, 2011. And it was track number 3, song number 3, off of her Talk That Talk album that came out in 2011. This is a single off Rihanna's 6th studio album, Talk That Talk. It was also included on 18 Months, the third album from the Scottish electric artist, and this song's producer Calvin Harris, who penned the lyrics as well. This song became one of the best-selling singles of all time and Rihanna's longest-running single, outlasting her smash hit Umbrella on top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts. This was Harris' first time on the Hot 100 and became a huge boon to his career since he'd been releasing music since 2007. Wow, that's crazy. So he utilized Rihanna and her celebrity and her fame, wrote the song, put it together, bang, super smash, mega hit. Crazy how that works. It says, Harris was able to tap Rihanna for the song after he opened for her on a long leg of her Loud tour in 2011. When Rihanna announced her collaboration to her Twitter fans, the Rihanna Navy jumped on Harris, ensuring he would produce a hit. Luckily, he didn't disappoint. Damn, my fans was like, you better make this a hit record. That's crazy. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love Yours by J. Cole. It was produced by Illmind, Cardiac, and Critical. Release was November 9th, 2014. And it was number 12 off of his 2014 Forest Hills Drive album, which ironically came out in 2014. In 2014, Forest Hills Drive is actually his childhood address. Crazy, right? Cole draws back to the intro and its main themes as he comes full circle back to the present day. A much wiser Cole reflects on the most important things in his life, such as love and happiness. He personalizes this theme and touches on his experience with the glamorous life that he has seemingly became disillusioned with. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love Galore by SZA, featuring Travis Scott. It was produced by Carter Lang and Thank God for Cody, and it was released April 27th, 2017. And it was number 2 off of her CTRL album that came out in 2017. SZA enlists Travis Scott for Love Galore, a song where she touches on cravings for a past love, rebirth after a regretful relationship, and putting herself first after a loveless affair. Love Galore was first teased on November 28, 2016 on SZA's Instagram. The entire song was also performed at her private show in New York on January 10th. Love Galore marks SZA and Travis' second collaboration following the Rodeo track, OK Alright. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love the Way You Lie by Eminem featuring Rihanna. It was produced by Alex the Kid and it was released June 18th, 2010. And it was track 15 off of Eminem's Recovery album. This smash hit saw Eminem and Rihanna reflect on their abusive relationship with their respective ex-partners Kim and Chris Brown. The track's chorus was written by Skylar Grey in under 15 minutes about her abusive relationship with the music industry. She recorded the chorus herself for Alex the Kid's demo, which was eventually heard by Eminem, who liked the beat in the chorus. He wrote his verses and reached out to Rihanna, asking her to sing the chorus as she, like him, had experienced an abusive relationship and felt the song would resonate and connect with her. The track is Eminem's biggest selling single ever, with over 6 million copies sold in the US alone. The track also went 9 times platinum in Australia and was the UK's best-selling song for 2010. It was also the 24th most viewed YouTube video, surpassing 1 billion views in January 2016. Wow, that's crazy. Litty Gang, what's up? We're getting close, baby. We're getting close. Playlist of Life, Spotify, join the crowd. Once you made it. Next song on this playlist is going to be Ariana Grande's Let Me Love You, featuring Lil Wayne, produced by Mr. Franks and TB Hits, and it was released April 18th, 2016. And it was track 6 off of her Dangerous Woman album, which is actually a Target exclusive. Ariana described Let Me Love You, the second promotional single from 2016 Dangerous Woman, as a slower, sexier, darker song. She stated it as one of her favorite songs on the album. This is her first time collaborating with rapper Lil Wayne. The song is to be rumored about a past breakup. Ariana confirmed on radio the song was the first track recorded for her album and was done over a year and a half ago. In the lead up to the song's release, Ariana teased the song on her Snapchat. Wow, that's dope. Next song on this playlist is going to be Love by Kendrick Lamar, featuring Sagari. It was produced by Top Dog, Greg Kurstin, Soundwave, and Teddy Walton. And it was released April 14th, 2017, and it was track 10 off of his Damn album. Love finds Kendrick Lamar musing on the women in his life, presumably his fiancée Whitney Alford, whom he has been in a relationship with since his high school days. Kendrick uses this ballad to ask the essential question to his partner to solidify the most important aspect of their relationship: love. Kendrick has kept his relationship with Alfred under wraps for the majority of his career. It wasn't until 2016 the word got out that he was engaged. That's dope. Keep your family business with the family. Don't publicize it. People who are set to criticize you, say bad things, start rumors. It's not worth it. Social media can be a very mean and dangerous place if you allow it to be. Next song on this playlist is going to be True Love by Drake, featuring The Weeknd. It was produced by Alejandro, 40, and The Weeknd, and it was released June 30th, 2012, and it was track 4 off his Take Care album. Drake calls upon frequent collaborator The Weeknd for True Love, a melodic banger dedicated to their respective posses. The two team up to discuss their privileged lifestyles and give thanks to those who support them. This track was originally recorded as a solo Weeknd song with a second verse from Adele. Drake listened to the track and decided to add his own verse to it, ultimately including it on his Take Care album. So pretty much it was a Weeknd song. Drake liked it. Asked Weeknd, can you put it on the song? And a lot of people were saying a lot of songs in that Take Care album were songs that Weeknd either wrote or co-produced or had in his collection for his albums. And, they was together as a team back then. And Drake grabbed a couple of those songs, and that's how the Take Care album came to be. Next song on this playlist is going to be All of Me by John Legend. Now, All of Me doesn't have the word love in the title, but when you listen to the song, it's all about love, and that's the reason I put this on there. Kind of like how I did with the Khalees song on the Hate playlist, where the song didn't have the word hate in it, but within the context of the song, it was about hating somebody. So this All of Me song by John Legend, love is all through this song. It's a song about love, and you hear the word love in the song. So it's kind of like reminiscent of that, Put one of those type of songs on the hate list, and I put one of those type of songs on a love list. It was produced by John Legend and Dave Towder, and it was released August 12, 2013, and it was number 6 on his Love in the Future album. All of Me is the 3rd single and the 6th track on John Legend's Love in the Future album. Legend wrote it along with Toby Gad. It has become one of Legend's most popular songs, earning an 8 times platinum certification and appearing on top of 9 different countries' charts, including the US Billboard Hot 100. Legend's performance was nominated for the Best Pop Solo Performance at the 2015 Grammys. This is like one of them songs where you just play at your wedding. Everybody probably gonna have it being played at their wedding. It's just one of those type of songs. Legend has said in interviews that the song was inspired by his passionate love for model Christy Teigen, to whom he got engaged in 2011 and married in 2013. That's incredible. Next song on this playlist, this had to go in there. I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men. It was produced by Babyface and was released July 26, 1994. and it was track number 9, song number 9 off of their album, 2. Written by Babyface, this 1994 hit was number 1 on the Billboard charts for 14 straight weeks, a thin record. 2 years later, Boyz II Men would defeat themselves when their Mariah Carey collaboration One Sweet Day held the top spot for 16 weeks in the 90s. Nobody was bigger than Boyz II Men. Incredible. And they Philly boys at that. So shout out to my city of Philadelphia. Next song on this playlist is going to be Real Love by Mary J. Blige. It was produced by Prince Marky D and Corey Runa. It was released August 25th, 1992. And it was number 3 on her What's the 411 album. Real Love was the second single off What's the 411 after You Remind Me, another big record. And Mary J. Blige's first top 10 pop song, reaching number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song is a perfect example of Mary J. Blige's fusion of hip-hop and soul music, something she's been credited with having pioneered, you know? She's the queen of that, you know? Queen of hip-hop soul, queen of hip-hop R&B, you know? You gotta put out there, you gotta put her on that pedestal. Cause she brought that sound, that pain, that love, that struggle, that bop to the industry. Gotta respect her for that. Next song on this playlist is gonna be I Need Love by LL Cool J. How could I not put this on a playlist? Stop playing with me. It was produced by LL Cool J and LA Posse, and it was released July 22nd, 1987. Wow. It was track number 9 off his Bigger and Deffer album. I Need Love is LL Cool J's first big hit, peaking at number 14 in the US and reaching the top 10 in 5 European countries. It is considered the first rap ballad to be an international success and helped LL expand his image beyond simply being a brag rapper into a heartthrob. Even Playgirl magazine named him one of the sexiest men alive at the time out of 10. The music of I Need Love came from a song that producer Bob Cat of LA Posse had written previously titled Friends by Day, Lovers by Night. Despite the success of I Need Love, some hip-hop artists hated it and thought it was soft and wrong. His reputation suffered over the next few years, bottoming out with being booed at the Apollo Theater in 1989, and an incident that would inspire the harder tracks on his 1990 album, Mama Said Knock You Out. So L decided to make a hip-hop love ballad. Motherfuckers was hating. He dropped Mama Said Knock You Out in 90. Wow. That's crazy. But this is always and will always be a hit record. The beat, the sound, the melody, the slow flow, like he killed that, man. Super hit record. Killed what nobody said. I'd have had L back then. Next song on this playlist is gonna be a legendary one, y'all. Love Train by the OJs. Yeah, this was way before my time, but I know the song. I remember this song. I remember hearing the song as a little kid. Parents playing it on the weekend, so I had to put Love Train on it. Come on, stop playing. It was produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. Gamble and Huff, legendary producers. And it was released December 1972. And it was track 10 off of their album, Backstabbers. Love Train was featured on the OJ sophomore album, Backstabbers. It was written and produced by the legendary Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. The song became the OJ's first and only #1 pop hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for a week in March of 1973. It also topped Billboard's best-selling soul singles charts for 4 weeks. It was credited gold by the RIAA. Legendary song. Next song on this playlist, gotta put the queen on there. The legendary Janet Jackson. What song, everybody? That's The Way Love Goes. Produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, another crazy dynamic duo of production, as well as Janet Jackson, and it was released in 20th, 1993. And it was track number 2 off of her Janet album. That's The Way Love Goes was the lead single off of Janet Jackson's 5th album, and first for Virgin Records, entitled Janet. The single topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 8 weeks, and both the Billboard R&B and dance charts for 4 weeks each, boasting platinum sales in the US. It was no surprise when the song won a Grammy for Best R&B Song for the following year. Produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the song samples a guitar riff from James Brown's Papa Don't Take No Mess, and a drum break from the Honey Drippers impeached the president. After being presented the track, Jam says she came up with the lyrics and melody on her own, with the producers contributing to the intro line, like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. The music video depicted Janet playing the song with her dancers, which include a thin unknown, Jennifer Lopez. The new sexy image was only revealed in 1990 during the Love Will Never Do Without video shoot for That's the Way Love Goes, and fully blossomed Janet, donning curly brown hair, a bare mint wrist, and Native American word. So Janet was definitely on her sexy love when this dropped, man. Classic. Last and not least, I want to say rest in peace to this beautiful queen. God bless her soul, God bless her daughter's soul, God bless her family soul. The legendary, the one and only Whitney Houston with I Will Always Love You. Powerful song structure. The movie it was attached to, just incredible. It was produced by David Foster and it was released November 3rd, 1992. This was actually the first track on the Bodyguard soundtrack, because Janet was definitely in the movie The Bodyguard. And man, when this song dropped, man, I don't know, this was just powerful. Such a powerful song. I Will Always Love You was covered by Whitney Houston and recorded for the 1992 film The Bodyguard. The song was originally written by Dolly Parton and released on June 6, 1974, as the second studio single from her 13th solo studio album, Jolene. Wow. So this was originally a Dolly Parton song, and Houston, Miss Whitney Houston, turned it to her own. Houston cover has since become one of the best-selling singles of all time and contributed to The Bodyguard being the top-selling soundtrack of all time. Kevin Costner, Houston's male opposite and one of the film's co-producers, is actually responsible for suggesting this song for Houston to cover in the film's first track release. He brought the original song to composer David Foster, who rearranged it as a pop ballad for Houston. It was topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 14 consecutive weeks at the time. This was a record for the longest number one. It had also reached number 3 on the Hot 100 after Houston's death in 2012. God rest her beautiful soul, man. Much love, much respect to the legend, Whitney Houston. That was the last song off this playlist. Love, Living Out Various Emotions. So now let's get into my Matzi Says. The Hate playlist back in March was a dope experience to put together when discovering that so many songs used the word. I've always had it in the back of my mind to do a love playlist as well, but the timing had to be right. So 10 playlists later, and relocating all my playlists from Tidal to Spotify, it's only right that the Living Out Our Various Emotions playlist gets streamed this go around. A lot of these songs are hit records, so putting this playlist together came easy. Love is a powerful word, so I hope that these 30 songs tap into that emotion when you listen to this. This is your boy Matsumated of Matsumated.com, jointhecrowd.com, Playlist of Life, Spotify. Finally at the end of this, hope everybody enjoyed this one. I love breaking down these playlists. Once I get closer and closer to the ending of all these playlists, I'm going to start creating more playlists so I can talk about them at future dates. But this is love, everybody. Join the Crowd Radio, episode 11. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.
Jointhecrowd.com.